New tonight at 10, illegal immigration doesn't just impact towns on the U.S. border. Those pains can be felt right here in the tri-states. It wasn't too long ago our area was making headlines for raids involving illegal immigrants. One back in 2014 in Weaver, another in 2008. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents burst into the cargo factory in Beardstown, Illinois. According to the New York Times, the agency arrested more than 60 undocumented immigrants who worked for a cleaning company hired by Cargill. Many of those people were deported, a move that left close to 50 children without their parents. Here in 2019, illegal immigration remains a topic front and center, with some calling for a border wall along the southern border. I visited with Beardstown residents, and they spoke with me about immigrants trying to legally and illegally cross into the U.S. I'm told as tensions rise to our south, it fuels another fight here in the tri-states. On a cool Midwest night in November, 28-year-old Karen Rodriguez helps clean her mother's salon in Beardstown, Illinois. She says she is haunted by a run-in with ICE officers a decade ago.
I was about 18 years old. I had a son and I was pregnant. My ex-husband was not legally here, but he did have a permit to be in the United States. I was forced to open my car because if I didn't open my car, they said they were going to take my citizenship away and my kids.
Rodriguez says she, her two kids, and parents live in the U.S. legally. Karen moved to the tri-states 10 years ago from California to help her mom run the family business. She says harassment is a constant occurrence.
I've gotten told that a few people won't do their nails with me because I'm Hispanic.
She says she's scared some nights to let her kids walk home alone.
My house is 5 houses down the street, and they've gotten told before by grown men, like, oh, go back to Mexico, beaners, or stuff like that. We're here legally. We're citizens of the United States. Why is he even approaching kids, you know? My son has dealt with that at school and other places too. So what else can we do?
Her son wasn't available for an interview, but we did meet two Beardstown students, Ola and Ava, that same day. Their mother allowed us to speak with the girls on camera. They say they were just feet away from a bully saying hurtful words.
There was this kid in my class. He was making fun of this kid just because he wasn't the same color as us.
Ola says she was scared in that moment, but stood up for her friend.
That's really rude to people, and it might hurt their feelings or they might cry, and we don't like to see that.
Who do you blame for Hispanic Americans for not being respected?
A lot has to do with Donald Trump. To be a leader and to be a president, you have to be one and be an example. But why would you even stand there and live in the White House, the most respected place, if you can't even show respect to people under you?
President Trump is expected to increase his demands for a wall as he campaigns for re-election. According to the Associated Press, there were almost 860,000 apprehensions by Border Patrol this past fiscal year. That's 2018 to 2019, that ended in September. During that same time, more than 110,000 immigrants tried to enter the U.S. legally, but were denied. At this moment, 6,100 people call Beardstown, Illinois home. City leaders tell me that number is almost double, but some people are living off the books. They're living here illegally. As the 2020 census nears, city leaders tell me they want to gain a more accurate head count to receive critical federal funding for area schools and businesses. Do you think that's safe to say that some people are living here illegally?
Probably, you know, I can't say like 100%, but probably.
These are human beings that have come here, and I understand that some of them may be illegal, but I see them, you know, working and trying to build a better lives for themselves and their families, and given the circumstances they came from, I may do the same thing.
There are still concerns of large groups of illegal immigrants living in Beardstown and the surrounding region. Mayor Leslie Harris says big business is to blame.
I do know they go outside of the country looking for people that want a better life, that want to come to our community, and they bring them here and they work.
Harris says these companies fail to provide a pathway for those employees to gain legal citizenship. Mayor Harris and the Chamber of Commerce have now formed a new coalition. Its first meeting was just last week. Progress is underway in Beardstown. But when thinking of what is left to be achieved, maybe a child's eyes offers the best perspective to see the challenges ahead.
Some people are not going to be the same color as us. That doesn't mean you can't be their friend or bully them. treat them the way you treat other people.
Reminding everyone of the golden rule.
We're all the same. We're just different color. And we didn't choose to be this way. This is how we were born. So I don't see what's the difference from everybody else.
Now, I did reach out to Beardstown's largest employer, JBS, for a statement on its hiring practices. I haven't received a statement yet. I also did reach out to the Beardstown School District Superintendent, Mr. Ron Gilbert. He tells me the district is proud of its diversity and sent me this statement to KHQA, in part saying, quote, "We currently have our district language acquisition administrator, a school social worker, and a school board member on the census committee. We will use this opportunity to convey the importance of the census and how it benefits our community. The school will be a source of community outreach to our families with the support of bilingual staff to assist them," end quote. Now again, Beardstown's coalition for the 2020 census has just kicked off. Interested in participating, you can contact City Hall or the Beardstown Chamber of Commerce to learn more. I provided you that information plus the school district's full statement and a statistical background and breakdown of the student population on my story right now at KHQA.com.